All right, today we're back and, well, we're having a yard sale. So I figured since I have nothing else to do, I have these parts laying around my shop and we're gonna put together a solar system today and solar setup, whatever you want to call it. But I've had this hooked up before and I ended up using the battery for something else. So the battery was dead and I put my battery charger on repair mode, and the first time it failed, the second time it's actually taking charge. It's up to about 11 volts now. It was down to like 5. So we're gonna see if we can save this battery and then put this stuff together. All right, so the first thing we did is we put on our power inverter. It's a 750 watt. So all we did was screw it to the box. You want the heads of your screws inside the box, not the other way around. You don't want to puncture your battery. Next, we're going to put on our charge controller. So what we're going to do is we're going to bolt this to the box, and these holes need to get a little bit bigger. So we're going to go ahead and drill those. All right, so now we have the charge controller installed. Once again, the bolt heads are on the inside. All right, so we got the battery all charged. I ended up having this in repair mode all night. So some of the water boiled out. So we checked everything, the water levels to where it should be. And this battery is from 2018. And we got 12.7 volts. That's perfect. That's exactly where we want it to be. So battery's good so far. I don't have a load tester to put this under load to see, but I'm getting the voltage I want. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the box and get everything hooked up. So we're gonna go ahead and hook our positive and negative leads up to, I don't know if you can see that, it's the battery icon in the middle. All right, so we have our positive and our negative hooked up. The next thing we're gonna hook up is our solar panel. Now the only reason why I'm hooking this up now is because there's no fuse in the fuse holder. You don't want to have your solar panel putting power to this. You want the battery hooked up first, and then the solar panel go into it. So now we're just going to hook our positives to the positive lead, negatives to the negative lead, and then everything should be hooked up. Then we can put our fuses in. All right, so now we're going to put our fuse in for the battery portion of it, and then the display should show us. So we have 12.6 volts. So the battery's still full. And then we're going to go ahead and put our smaller fuse, they're both 20s, into the fuse holder of the solar panel here. And then if it's sunny out today, we're going to put it outside and test this. So we have the solar side hooked up to it, and I don't know if you can tell, you should be able to tell, there's the solar panel icon there. So also if there's something hooked up to the USB, I can push this and it'll charge. You can see the light bulb icon up here. Now it's off. Alright, so now we're outside, everything's in the sun, and it is charging. So we got this fan from Harbor Freight, and I'm just curious on how long it'll run it for. Right now it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll go ahead and turn this on. What I'm going to do is just see how long this lasts. So we had the fan hooked up to it and it lasted for roughly 34 minutes, which isn't that great. The battery itself is from 2018, it's 2025 now, but it ran it down to like 10 volts and started going into alarm, which I kind of figured that would. But for cell phones, yeah, I think it would probably do pretty well charging those. So I'm just going to tinker around with it some more. If anybody's got any more questions, let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.